everyone, and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Kathy Griffiths.
And me, Sandy Neal.
Brace yourselves, folks, the festive season is upon us. Take a few moments to sit back and hear about just some of the stories we've been working on this week. You can also read all about them and more in the paper or online at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. We always love hearing your stories and seeing your photographs, so keep in touch by emailing editor@obantimes.co.uk, calling us on 01631 568 000, or getting in touch on our social platforms, including Facebook and X, formerly Twitter. Sandy, what have you been looking into this week?
Thank you very much, Kathy. Well, as protesters urge Argyll and Bute Council to scrap its visitor levy ahead of a vote this week, we ask your local councillors what they think about this controversial issue. And here's what Owen has been looking at this week. Christmas has landed on Mull as the island's Santa Dash and Christmas Tree Festival took place over the weekend. Mull had not seen a Christmas tree festival for a decade until now, thanks to the hard work of locals Helen McInnes and Donna Dugdale. You can find the full story online or in this week's paper. Staying on Mull, the burning debate around the Mull campus made its way to Holyrood. Education Secretary Jenny Gilruth put the onus on Argyll and Bute Council to choose a location and fund any form of split site, but the local community thinks this is unfair on the council's budget. Back in Oban, Corran Halls lit up last week at Oban Hospice's annual Light Up a Life event, as people gathered to remember those they have lost. And finally, a rare chance has popped up to lease the Ulva Boathouse. The iconic cafe is looking for new management and is set to reopen for the tourist season. Find the details in this week's Oban Times. Kathy, over to you.
Thanks, Sandy. Now, I don't know what you've asked Santa for, but I've been talking to a 13-year-old dancer from Oban whose Christmas wish has already come true. You can read that and find out exactly what it's about in this week's OT, or go online at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. Colonsay is getting a new GP, and so are Islanders on Coll. Their GPs will be coming from a medical practice in the Falkirk area. Oban's Feish Lathana has celebrated its 30th family Cayley. We've got some great photos from that. Tractors have been lighting up on Lismore for charity. And if you're like me and love a good book, you'll be interested to hear that Colonsay Book Festival has just announced its initial lineup of authors for its a festival. So it's going to be a real page turner for 2025. Well, that's it from us this week. Pick up a copy of the OT from all the usual spots, or subscribe online at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. We'll be back with another podcast on Boxing Day. Until then, stay well, be kind to all, and have a very, very Merry Christmas. Goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths.
And Merry Christmas from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye.
Bye.